In this video, it's gonna be more of an advanced video. We're gonna go over getting through a technical rhythm section. Let's get it. So if you've watched our videos before, we do things a little different. Today we're gonna do like a little walkthrough and explain the steps as we go. I think everyone has been in a rhythm section in their life that's really challenged them or they've gotten out of control in. So we're just gonna go over a few tips that helps you understand how to control yourself going through a rhythm section at speed that has like kind of steep, sort of steep jumps. So the first thing that we're gonna talk about, we'll call it step one if you wanna call it step one. When you're coming into any rhythm lane, there's typically some sort of corner at some point. So the idea is to get as straight as possible before you get in there, and you have to get set up to stand up, be in good position, and take that first hit. So in this scenario, we've got a sweeping left-hand corner. I'm coming to the very, what we see from here, left side of the track, which is rider's right. And then I'm gonna make a pivot point, and my pivot point is going to be about right here. All right, so what I mean by pivot point is gonna be where I turn the sharpest, where I lean the bike the sharpest, where I kind of find a place to bank off of and get straight. And then there's still a little bit of a turn, but the idea is to get as straight as possible and then find your line. In this scenario, we have a right-hand turn going into the next corner. So we all know that you want to be set up outside to inside to make your corner the easiest to get through. So I'm going down the left side of this. All right, so step number two, or just scenario number two, I kind of came in over this rubble right here. This is after a prep day at Spokes Moto Park, so it's kind of chunked up. When it's nice and prepped, it's really soft and tacky through here. But I kind of came through here to get on the very left side of this, and the most technical part of my whole process here is I'm tripling these, so I need a lot of entry speed. If you're not comfortable tripling, then this doesn't really matter to you, but it's a technique that's nice to learn. It's what we call a chest wheelie. So basically what we do is from this little bump right here, over that first roller, we're pulling the front wheel up, pushing the legs, letting the back tire get down in the trough of that roller, and then soaking up the roller. That way we can preload into the face of what will be the triple. So this is kind of a technical move that you need some time on. If you can do it, you're already likely doing it, but it's very key to be in good, perfect standing position, driving heels into the ground, unlocking the hips, the bike comes to you, the back end goes away, so your legs kind of extend. As you get to the face of the small roller, the legs kind of come up, soak that roller up, and then you straighten back out to push all the suspension into that face of the jump to get as far as you want to go. If you're just doubling, maybe this isn't necessarily, but if you're tripling, you definitely got to figure out a way to get the most preload and pop off that first jump as possible. Real quick, guys, make sure you check out shopmxf.com. We've dropped new merch. I don't have anything on from here, but we got 6 t-shirts. My favorite right now is the technique over everything. You know, we're all about the technique here. Make sure you check that out. Link in the description below. So just some other things to think about while we're in here. You know, most people aren't gonna come through here and triple this, right? But some things that you can do to just purely improve your lap times is just getting on the right part of the track and also picking a smooth line. This section has a lot of high lows in it. So make sure that you're going onto the track and being aware of where you're going and what the lane's doing for you, right? So if you've got a steep face on one side, likely you know that's where you need to be taking off. If you've got a mellow face, you can land on that. Over here, we've got a high face on this side, a little lower on this side, and then it's the opposite on the third roller here, to where it's a little lower on this side and higher on that side. So it seems like if you want to come in from the outside and double over this, you have opportunity, but on the inside, it's more of a wheelie over and then jump from here. So just kind of be aware of what your surroundings are, be aware of what the track's giving you, and work with that. All right, another thing that we're gonna talk about is if you can see all these marks in the landing of this jump right here, that's just the back tire hitting on this side, the front tire hitting on that side. If you really want to be able to jump triples in a rhythm lane, you have to land both wheels down in the bottom of the trough. You really need it to be one motion of compressing and releasing. What this does, it compresses, releases in the air, you land 3 or 4 feet further than you need to, and then it compresses and releases again. So you lose that drive that you really need right on the top of this. So it's super key to land perfectly down the downside. The back tire catches the top where you can get on the gas the soonest. when you get on the gas the soonest, it's gonna give you the most opportunity to jump the furthest. So in this scenario, like on a 450, it's pretty much everything it's got to go over the roller, 3, 3. If I don't clean that one, which you can see a couple tire marks on that one over there, which is the one after this one, it's very hard for me to get that clean going into the corner. And if I case the one going into the corner, it messes me up going to the braking bumps and the ruts. So all of your track understanding and awareness ties into the next part of the track. So if you mess this part up, you're gonna have struggle even in the next corner. Make sure you're executing like at a level that you're capable of controlling the bike. That way you can stay smooth around the track and tie in good lap times. As far as all that goes, I think that's really kind of what we're looking for out of a rhythm section is smooth, controlled, making sure that we're landing down the downsides of the jumps, make sure we're smooth throttle all the way off the face of the jumps, never chopping the throttle, and then making sure that we're always in good standing position. If you don't know what good standing position is, make sure you check out a video. We got plenty of videos out there that we talk about standing position. So that's it. That's how you go through a technical rhythm section. There are definitely more nuances that we could go over, but this should get you started and help you through those at your local track. If you enjoyed this video, we got plenty more videos over here. I'm talking like hundreds of it. How many videos do we have, Alan? 150 videos over here you can find, so make sure you get over there and improve your technique. Don't forget to hit the like button down below, subscribe. Check out our MX Factory Instagram account, @the MX Factory, and our Patreon account could always use your love. We'll see you next time.